my beautiful subscribers. You mean to tell me that you want to move into a van? What? Are you sure you want to live in a van? Why in the world would you want to do that? Who does that? Y'all get ready because people are gonna judge you. Everybody, it's Bianca. The reason why I have decided to make this series called The First 30 Days of Van Life is because our journey of living in this van full-time for over 2 years has attracted thousands of families that are like us, that were living that boxed-in lifestyle, and now they just want to break free from it all and travel and explore, start a business, and etc. So what I've decided to do was make a series of videos strictly just to help you guys to get out here on the road and make your journey as seamless as possible. Because trust me, there's going to be some hiccups and some bumps in the road here and there, but with all of the tips, tricks, hacks that I'm going to give you, I believe that your life will be a lot less stressful and you will save money and time and be able to truly enjoy your experience out there, out on the road, without forgetting why. The people that I want to talk to today are the people that have not yet started van life. So technically this is your day 0. And what I mean by that is that you have been considering this journey for a while, or you might have a launch date, but you just haven't got started yet. You may have a whole lot of questions and you're wondering, where am I going to park? How much is this going to cost? Am I going to run out of money? What do I do if my van breaks down? So many people have a lot of questions, and throughout this series, we are going to answer all of them. But what I want to do is take you guys back just one step, because there's one really important step that I see a lot of people considering van life forgetting, and that is to acknowledge the reason why you want to do van life. And let me explain to you why this is so important. Your why is your reason for continuing your journey when things get tough, or when your critics start talking about you, because at first they're going to think you're crazy, then later they're going to think you're a genius. And your why also decides really important factors like what kind of rig you should buy, how often you're going to be in your rig, and where you should camp. So before we go any further, I just want everybody to take the time out to just acknowledge why they want to live in a van or an RV. And I'd like to take the time out to share with you why I decided to live in an RV. So if you have only been following me since we started this YouTube channel, then you may only know our van life journey. But prior to us starting this YouTube channel, my son Carter and I, we were on planes and we were traveling and living in different countries and just using planes, Airbnbs, and Ubers. That was it. That was how we were getting around, and we lived out of a suitcase. Well, we did this for about 9 months straight, and then I grew exhausted. I was tired of living out of a suitcase, and I also wanted to slow down a bit. I really wanted to slow down without stopping, so I thought to myself, how could I create an all-inclusive lifestyle that would allow me to keep all of my things in one place, not have to feel like a part-time travel agent, be able to show my son a different style and a different pace to traveling, one that would allow me to infuse his lessons, because he's homeschooled, in with all the neat places that we would travel through. And then also being a motivational speaker, I wanted to be able to have a place where I could stay without having to worry about hotels. So it dawned upon me after spending a summer in St. Louis, Missouri, which is where we go. That's where our hometown is, where we're born and raised. So I was there with my family, and I started thinking, you know, we have all this freedom. We have time freedom. We have the income. But I was also on the verge of running out of income, and it was a little tricky for us to budget because, we weren't sure exactly where we were going to go next. So I thought to myself, what if we took things a little bit slow and we decided to move into a van, which, let me just also kind of clarify, the plan was really never to live in it full time. The plan was to utilize it so that it would actually help us save money. But a month into it, we thought it doesn't make any sense to do hotels. So we moved into the van, and then this is when our life completely changed. I didn't do this because I had a travel blog or because I wanted to become this influencer and, just do van life. I didn't even know that there was a culture and that there was a community called van life and that there were other people out there that were like in our generation and people that are RVers that have been doing this for a long time coming. I had no knowledge of the RV camping or van life world. I was literally just, as I am, a single mom, minding my business, trying to think, how can I save those coins and also be able to keep this travel journey going? And this was the way that was the smartest way for us to do it. So I flew to Buffalo, New York. I got the van of my dreams, and it's been history ever since. So that's our story, in a more elaborated version, because many of you guys kind of know the fast forward version, which is I left corporate America. I decided to travel in a van with my kid. Yes, that's the case, but that piece of us traveling and living in different countries, it always gets skipped out because, I don't know, most people, I guess, they don't care about that part. But anyways, I want you to think about why you want to live in a van or an RV, because this reason is going to be your fuel. Trust me, trust and believe, okay? It is so important to know your why before you start shopping for your RV. For example, our RV, it is very homey. We have every single thing that a home has. We have an oven, a toilet, a shower. We have a sink. We have things like a thermostat, and we have 2 beds. One that accommodates myself and my son, so we have like a top bunk, and then our couch, it unfolds. And it's just very convenient. We have a refrigerator, closet space, a trunk space, and it can be parked anywhere. So we truly found the vehicle that would allow us to be able to do everything that we could normally do in a regular setting without having to wake up and choose a toilet or a shower, for example, if there was if there was not one near, And another important thing is that we can stand up in our RV, which is critical for us anyways, because we spend quite a bit of time in our RV. So anyways, these are things that I want you to think about, because before you begin your van life journey, you're going to probably tell people about how you want to live in your RV. And then this is where it's going to get very interesting, because as I mentioned earlier, your friends and family, some of them are probably going to think you're crazy if they don't have an interest to do it too. And it's so important that you understand why you want to do this for yourself, because you are responsible for your happiness and your desires in life to be fulfilled. No one else can make you happy unlike yourself. And so when you know exactly why you want to do this, you become very clear, and you will not let anyone or anything stop you from pursuing your dreams. So, for us, what I did was I moved in silence. I did not tell a lot of people that I was going to be moving into an RV. I didn't care what anybody thought, because at the end of the day, nobody else is paying my bills, and I got a business to raise. A business to take care of, a child to raise. I have myself and so forth. So I just got the van and we just hit the road. It was just that simple. When I bought this van, it was like buying a spaceship. I didn't even know how to do a gray and black water dump. Okay, so if you can just imagine how much you do not need to know and focus on before you start the journey, the most important thing is why. Because when you start going, people are going to people are going to meet you and they are going to say, where do you live? And when you tell them that you live in a van, be prepared to get all kinds of looks. But don't you worry about that, because what you have to do is truly own the fact that you live in a van, and you don't need to give people a long drawn out elaboration and justification of why you decided to live in a van or RV, because the truth of the matter is, as soon as you acknowledge that you live in a van or RV, sometimes people are going to look down upon you and they're going to put you in a crowd or think negatively of you as if you are something that you are not. So you really have to be prepared and be mindful enough to not give away your power when people ask where you live or why you decided to live in a van. You don't owe them anything, okay? And if you own why you've decided to live in a van and you exude that energy, people are going to think that it's so fascinating. They're going to call you lucky. They're going to say, oh, I wish I could do that. But if you're that person that is not carrying yourself well, and you tell people, oh yeah, I live in a van, people are going to feel sorry for you. And so I am speaking to the people that are trying to make this a goal of theirs, to truly just be free and create a lifestyle that ultimately helps them meet their professional as well as personal goals. So anyways, I have an assignment for you guys. If you're watching this video, I want you all to comment below and let me know, why is it that you have chosen to decide, or I should say, why is it that you have decided to try out van life? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the comments. Bye.